So, boom! Listen, guys, I'm here to talk about last night's atrocities. I'm still shell shocked, to be fair. I think the first 30 minutes, doing a watch along doesn't help. Didn't help one bit. But I'm thinking the first 30 minutes, I haven't seen a performance like that from a team at the Emirates since, well, Man City when they papped us, but in the Champions League, Man United and Barca. In fact, no, not United, Barca. Where the first 30 minutes, we just couldn't even get the ball. And when we did get the ball, we lost it straight away. And that was us yesterday. Every time we got the ball, we just lost it straight away. And I don't think that was the plan, you know? The way the game was built, the way this whole atmosphere, we need a 15th man and all that talk. And how you want us to kick every ball, wear every bloody boot and shin pad and every blade and every breath and every this and every that was meant to be kicked and won yesterday. But I didn't see that from the players. I didn't see the players do that. Or the fans, to be fair. The fans were shy. Let's be real. After they scored their goal, the fans were shy. I mean, my barber done more talking at the end of the game. He was texting more than anything, and I still couldn't hear what he was saying. And he was at the game, meant to be diehard him. I know he was silent for the whole game. I know Baeklan was silent for the whole game, just shaking his head. One or two effing and blinding when the ref gave an injustice. But no chance. None of that. But yeah, rubbish. I mean, Arteta got his team wrong again, which he's very famous for, Arteta, for getting his team wrong. And then his substitutions were just shite on top of it. So if we go from the defence picks itself, well, I say the defence picks itself, for me, maybe, go with Skelly then. Maybe go with your strongest point and make it be Skelly at the back. But then that midfield can't consist of Mourinho, Declan Rice out of position. Then you need to find an alternative for that. And maybe you should have taken a risk and either have Odegaard drop deep and play Ranieri in Odegaard's position or whatever. But, someone had to drop deep. And maybe they could have had Zinchenko, who is meant to be a left-back midfielder. So maybe he could have gone in the Partey role. But best believe it should not have been Mourinho. Mourinho in midfield is actually shy. I've definitely come to that conclusion that he's shy in midfield. He's improved vastly, but I've seen that his efforts and his skill set is very, very suited for that number 10, 9.5 pocket role that he's been doing for us lately. That is where his skill set is most suited in the Prem. He is languid on the ball. He is his passes are sometimes short, but they sometimes can be crispy, but very short. He's got a nice little flick on him. His link-up play is fantastic. Back to goal, decent. I think he's aerial threat. I think he's better with his back to goal or linking up play than he is in midfield trying to dictate play or break up play, because he's not quite good at it in the Prem. And I don't know, last night was Champions League, but yeah. You see that warlord manager, he's a coward. Tell me why, Nat. Tell me why you're disappointed with last night, yeah? I'm disappointed. I need to see the game again to really watch Odegaard before I make comment, but people saying hiding. People really sticking the Odegaard knife in. For me, the worst player might have been Trossard. That I remember thinking, I was thinking, why is Trossard starting that? Trossard should not be starting. He's a weapon from the bench. He's also best from the bench. And Marino's crap in midfield and best in attack for me. We need to buy 2 centre midfielders next season and buy 1 striker and make Mikel Merino the second choice striker, and Havertz can be whatever you want him to be, your utility player. He legit didn't want to go for it, just wanted to lose 1-0 instead of attacking. In the end, yeah. As soon as they scored, that was it. It's like, let's not crumble and we'll go again in the second game rather than, we're at home. No, we're not losing this. Bringing Ranieri on the 89th minute and 40th second was an absolute piss take. That was an absolute piss take, bruv. Trossard should have been off from time. How dare you bring on Ben White to make a difference? Takes off Timber, brings on Ben White, straight swap. Top Gooners are telling me he's injured, but even still, Jesus Christ. He legit shat himself. We got people turning up their noses at Groikes and defending Havertz, and Wenger should be seething. Wenger was seething last night. Did you see when Annie was trying to talk to him? Wenger was like, get off me, Annie, not now, girl. Not now. And Annie's all trying to talk to him and say to him, did you see the fireworks? He's like, girl, you're not seeing what's going on. You're not seeing this, girl. Like, I'm bamboozled by what I'm seeing. Oh my God, innit? We could have played KT last night. I forgot KT. We could have actually played KT last night at left back and played Skelly left midfield. That is what we could have done. And I know KT ain't going to do all your inverting shite, but that didn't work yesterday. And what we needed yesterday was industrial legs, brother. You know, KT would have run their man ragged up and down that left wing back, whatever he would have done. He would have run their man absolutely fogging ragged and let Skelly do his thing in midfield. But no, he does this a lot and goes for the safe option first. So he did this when Odegaard first got injured, and the midfield consists of like Partey, Marino, and Rice, or Jorginho, Marino, and Rice. And like, I'm like, what's that? Do you not want to win games, bro? Like, what is this midfield? What is this midfield? And Rice is the number 10. Like, fuck me, bro. The tifo the club put up was such a sham. It was legit so shy. No fault, just the cannon and just the cannon badge. Rubbish, innit? No styly to it. No nothing. That was embarrassing. Was our first tifo, and look at it, Champions League semi-final. You should have had Saka on there, Wenger in the background overseeing it, Arteta pulling the cannon. Do you know what I mean? It should have been a madness. Let me do the tifo. I just came up with that on the spot right now. Shit. You know what I mean? Dragons that you'd have seen flames coming out of Saka's nose. Man. I mean, everyone keeps on saying the tire's not over. Yeah, cliche. We know the tire's not over. We know there's another game to go. But on recent viewing, it doesn't look good. On recent viewing, it doesn't look fogging good. That's what I'm saying. It just looks rubbish. Should have been a tifo of Wenger, Henry, Perez, Vieira, and Nelka. All the French Donnies could have been them, man, overlooking the youth, the new team with Saka, Arteta. They could have done that, you know what I mean? Man for man, Odegaard. Do you know what I mean? Have dragons flying in the background because we are the new dragon. It's the year of the dragon. So we could have done, but no. We just went for the basic, what? Not even gold. Just slapped the white cannon on the red background and said, yeah, boom. They could have done anything for you. And that's what they chose to do. Bomber Ross Clark. I might do a post about it. I might not. I don't know. I don't know if I'm just trying to, you know, exploit my club right now and just get a couple of views off the back of it, or I'm genuinely upset, or because when I saw it earlier on, I was like, even that's pathetic. But I never would have cared about it if I didn't read it. Do you know what I mean? I don't think I would have said anything. But yes, when I see someone say, yeah, that was rubbish, it just got me to thinking, yeah, that was bloody rubbish, wasn't it? I tell you what was rubbish, Arteta's Pep's talk before the game. I don't want to see cheesy shit like that again. And I saw with the Athletic, they tried to do, they wrote up a little. Kate! You okay? False alarm. It was just the windows open and the door. Yeah. Chris, watch it. If we go out next week, suddenly the players after next Wednesday will suddenly start to play attacking beautiful fog. But that's the Arsenal. I feel that's just, I've seen that with Arsenal before. Man. It was sad. Yesterday was so sad. It was so reminiscent of the United game when we made the semi-final when it was just a whole heap of gas. And I've never seen Wenger do that before, to be fair. I've never seen Wenger gas it like that, saying we need to go in. Like, he really made an importance to hit home that this game was important. And then the Emirates come with some next thing. I've never seen it like that before. And then after 10 minutes, the game was done as well, because Ronaldo scored an unbelievable goal from distance, and that just shut everyone up. And then he run bloody cliche ragged. Unbelievable, man. And that's what yesterday felt like. It was very reminiscent of that. When they scored the first goal after that, I was just like, what? And I was saying on the watch along, when Dembele ran all that way, I was saying, where the fog is Rice? And you know why Rice wasn't in position? Because Partey wasn't in position. You know why Partey wasn't in position? Because Partey wasn't playing. You know why Partey wasn't playing? Because he was suspended. So you know what the manager should have done? As Nat said, play KT and put Skelly there, because Skelly would have swept that up. Partey would have swept that up. I was actually critical of Declan Rice on that as well, because I felt he could have covered the ground better, got there with more urgency. It's the Champions League semi-final, and yeah, people will cite and say, yeah, he might not have been his player or his position, but midfield's his position at the end of the day. And if it's open, someone's got to cover that. And you, as the senior, in my opinion, now you're the senior midfielder. I know them other men are older than you, not so much Partey. But when it comes to Mourinho, you're a senior one there, bro. And that should have been covered, man. It should have been covered. And I know damn well Skelly would have covered that. Also, the club messed up the atmosphere last couple of seasons with their abysmal ballots. Yeah, but yesterday wasn't ballot, bruv. Yesterday wasn't about ballot. Yesterday was pure season ticket holders at that team. To be fair, my brother-in-law went, and he's not season tickets. Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe he's not a fan like the ultras. So maybe but I don't think that was the case. I think Chris was an anomaly yesterday. I think he was one of 60,000. I think everyone else was definitely season ticket. I mean, my barber was there from 5 o'clock, gassing, but didn't say a word. I bet season ticket holders are a disgracia, man. They brought zero atmosphere, zero. Listen, Arsenal's always been bad. Like, it used to be called Highbury Library until Wenger got there and, changed it from 1-0 Arsenal, boring Arsenal, to this free-flowing, swashbuckling football. But it was still a quiet place. I remember going, and I just remember it being so dead. And the best game I've ever been to is Man United Arsenal away when they battered us, because I've never seen atmosphere like that at a football ground before. And I thought, right, that's how every game's meant to be. But Arsenal just got 60,000 ungrateful fans. That's what it is. Ashburton Army get bumped for trying to create. I like them. Yeah, they're good. I like them. They're good. But that's all. There's not enough of that. Yo, atmosphere and refereeing aside, we want up for it. Facts. That's on tech. Facts. Top Gunners go overboard for this manager. Facts. No more Havertz or Jorginho signings. Facts. We need proper bad man to secure the goddamn fucking thing, bro. And that's facts. We need bad man fool is a fool type signings. We don't need no one of this old experiment. He might come. There's a player that I don't want to hear none of that. It's gotta be what? Arsenal did what? We need another Declan Rice styley, but even better. This summer, the Cronky's better. Listen, better ban any signings that isn't an attacker. Listen, don't worry. Berta's on the case, bruv. Berta's not going to mess around. Arsenal are bottle jobs. I can't even say nothing, man. We're not bottle jobs, but at this point, Arteta is a bottle job. Not Arsenal, Arteta. So on Arteta, bruv, that P45 is... They've actually whipped the P45 out of the drawer. It's whipped out. It's on the table. No, there's no pen ink. There's no ink on it. There's no ink. There's not even a name at the top. Because before they start penning that ink, they got to put a name at the top. And there's not a name at the top yet, but they whipped it out as a memory. Noted. That P45 is on the table. It's on the table. It's not. I ain't signed nothing. I ain't even written your name on it, bro. But it's on the table. Arteta is a great manager. Arteta is a great manager. No, he's not. He's a good manager. Great managers win things. Great, man. They can put man as a GOAT. How's man a GOAT? Arteta, no UCL this season. Gets to step in. Arsenal fans should get behind the... Bro, you know it's not his first season at Arsenal, yeah? You know it's not his second. You know it's not his third. You know it's not his fourth year at the Arsenal. You're aware of this, yeah? You know it's not... We're going into 6 years. 7 seasons. 7 4 seasons. Let me see. 8th, 5th, 2nd. That's 6 4 seasons. And you have got the balls to come 6 seasons. 6 seasons, 5 years. And you're saying Arsenal fans should get behind the 6 seasons. 6. 1 trophy, 2 charity shields. So 1 FA Cup. And you're saying we need to be patient. He won some league titles at City, mate. I don't know if you're being sarcastic now. This has got to be sarcasm at this point. He's a Graham Potter type manager, a transitional manager before you get a serious winning. You might be onto something. You might be. Well. Arteta in-game tactics has finally been exposed as Vanilli manager. A wise man once said, football, a true motherfucking humbler. Guys, stay humble. Yeah? I agree. Mr. Greens, I agree. His in-game tactics yesterday were some of the worst I've seen. Sometimes he reverts back into his amateur days, and that looked very amateur. Jesus Christ, bruv. He won the titles when he was... I know that, bro, but that doesn't make you a winner. You're an assistant. You didn't do nothing to make me win that league. I would have won that league with or without you. I just wanted you to see the journey. You see me? Do you get that? Yeah? Like Pep would have won the league with or without Arteta. Nah, he didn't win anything at City. Don't finesse it. He been our last world-class striker in Uber to give Eddie the 14 then, brought 3 defensive players after already had best... Thank you, bruv. I didn't even look at the Eddie until you just said that. Yeah, I didn't even look at the Eddie Nketiah as the replacement for Aubameyang because there's no way. There's no way, Jonathan. There's no way. There's no way he did that. I can't. There's no way, Jonathan. Arteta thought we don't need a striker because Jesus and Eddie Nketiah could lead the way. There's no way, bro. There's no way. A blind man can see Eddie ain't it. And I don't want to be like this to Eddie because Eddie's one of our own and he's from Hale End. He seems like a good lad, and he's a good lad regardless of what he seems like. You know, I mean, he smashed it. Premier League footballer, you smashed it, bro. And this ain't about you, Eddie. So don't take it personal. This is about me being an Arsenal fan and being entitled, or feeling entitled as we are, as fans. But I just think there's no way he thought this is like world-class territory. There's no way he thought that was Eddie and Nketiah could supplement. Eddie and Jesus could supplement it. No way. And he thought that no. I can't buy that, Jonathan. I can't. 2 days off work, Unc. And I have to say, this is a great day in Norway. Why is it a great day? Would love it if Man United now win the Europa League. Bro, I think you're going to win it. I'm not even bouncing with you because Clee keeps on talking about Tottenham Super Cup. I actually think you're gonna do it. I think you're gonna do it. It's crazy. What's going on in Norway today, bro? I can't even speak right now. I got me stuttering. Bro, Arteta has turned Havertz into a top class. Bro, are you taking the P? Is Sam Smith now taking the P? Bro, Arteta has turned Havertz into a top class player. I don't know why Arsenal fans could say, is this guy Sam? Are you taking a mick? I don't know if you're being sarcastic, bro. Havertz is shy. Havertz is horrible, bro. Horrible. No, Arteta has not turned him into a top class player. What is I said top? Sam Smith's Arteta's burn has to be, bro. Look, can you see what he's saying? Like, what is that? What is that all about? Man, I said top player, you know. Nah. Not on my watch, he ain't. I tell you that from now. Anyway, man, I need to hit the bog. I just had a cup of coffee, and all of a sudden my stomach says like, blah, 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 blah. I didn't even have to disclose that with you, man. But I just felt the urge to be honest. Even I know that's why, Sam. Who do you support before I go? Because Sam, I'm tensing up right now. Hey. That's rocking. Wait, Sam, come on, boy. Who do you support? Calm before the storm. I thought you were talking about me. That's like me saying Arteta made Saka a better player. Listen, I don't know what my man is on about, man. He's just talking absolute shizer. You can see Arsenal was missing Havertz last night. We was missing because the manager's tactics were all over the gaff. Play Kieran Tierney left back, as Nat said, and stick Skelly in midfield and stick Marino up front, broski. What is this? I said, thank you, PSG. J Spurs, I'll be back on later, you schlag. We've got Barcelona talk tonight. Anyway, I don't care who wins.